But one thing that piqued my attention is you wanted a law firm to scale, to be able to scale. So I wanted to kind of hit on that with you. What does it take to scale a law firm?
People smarter than me along for the journey. I quickly learned that. Yes, it was, and it was when I knew I was going to go build this thing. One of the books that I'm a huge reader of a whole lot of different subjects, but there is a book called Who Not How by Dr. Benjamin Hardy and Dan Sullivan. And the whole premise of that is finding the right who's to do the things that I cannot that outside of the things that I feel uniquely gifted and called to do. And so for all of the process building, it's figuring out um, who can build all of these different functions that are necessary in every business. I look back at one of the books that kind of shaped my paradigm of when I was moving into this conviction of scaling a business was the book The E-Myth, the entrepreneurial myth. Why most small businesses die, and it really did highlight I think a trap that a lot of the small businesses get into of going to start hang up their own shingle, and like I said, doing good work, we're being rewarded with more good work, and then burning out because they don't have those other institutions in place. They have the practitioner, but they don't have the managerial, and they don't have the visionary that you just need. And so, finding all of those right pieces. So finding other people to join a part of the team that can operate in their lanes, so that we can all operate at our best. Yes.
Yeah, and I think I can speak from experience with that because, for the first 7 years of my law practice, I didn't have a paralegal, didn't have a legal assistant. And it was pretty amazing that once I hired somebody, wow, I have the capacity to do so much more. And, you don't realize what you're missing if you don't hire somebody when you need to.
But it's challenging though, isn't it? Because there's fear there. It's,
Yes.
as we experience, I mean, the payroll gets bigger and it comes every couple of weeks, and it's that part of the entrepreneur journey. It's great, exciting, but it can be weighty.
Yeah. To that end, Joshua, how did you go about those decisions in terms of trying to plan and budget and figure out what tilted the scale in favor of making an additional hire versus maybe we want to hold off on that? You've got about 5 months in here, but obviously quite a bit of history to draw from on that fact. But what are some of those factors that help you make that decision?
Yeah, and thankfully, I have partners who are gifted in ways that I am not, that are, more of the integrator, the operations in the weeds. I'm more of the visionary of seeing what could be, and so bringing me down to reality and asking those nuts and bolts questions of, yeah, at a minimum of, well, if we need to make payroll every couple of weeks and we want to have reserve, and we fundamentally have to make sure that we have a machine that's going to continue to run and operate well. But then it's also that tension of, we want to hire primarily for the future. We don't want to, I've heard it said, if you're hiring because you have a need now, you're hiring too late. It's a tension, and it takes both the visionary and the integrator of that vision to wisely figure out the who's and when to hire. So wisdom, patience, and also, when you make a decision, I think act quickly. I think that's when you've decided, well, then execute.